So, I am breaking my hiatus to talk about it. It was just only 1 week. It was just 1 week. 1 week hiatus from Thursday to Thursday. I'm writing a screenplay outline for a short film that I'm hoping, hopefully, will be able to shoot later on in the year. If not, then next year, depending on the weather. I want to get the weather optimal so that we don't have to worry about storms or anything like that, like the ideal weather, which is difficult to grasp. But anyway, I'm breaking my hiatus to talk about the Steam machine. Steam Deck rose up to $1,000, just shy of $1,000 for 1 TB model, which I have. Crazy. The Steam machine, if you want the Steam machine, the cheapest one or budget one is $1,490 without the controller. With the controller, it's just about $70 more. If you want the 2 TB model, they have 2 of those. It's not really a saving grace. $1,300 for the 2 TB model without a controller, and $1,400 with the controller. So you're not saving. Also, I don't want to hear anybody say anything like this in the comments. You're not saving money, right? You're just about paying the same amount as if you were to buy the Steam machine and the Steam controller separately. I don't want to hear this in the comments. This isn't like $500. I cannot believe I'm at a point in which I'm actually about to defend Nintendo. But it's not like the Nintendo Switch 2. You have this Nintendo Switch 2 console itself, and then you get the game like Mario Kart, and it was just $500, and you're saving that $30, so it would have been an $80 game, right? It's not like that. You are just about paying the same price. You will, because of taxes right after that. So that's the fun part, right? And this gives more people to go against AI and whatnot, which is a common pain point. And I have to say, it is well consistent enough, because AI, these facilities are giving people reason to continuously criticize them. And the criticisms are actually legit. They are legit, right? And like I said in the short, it is a pain point, but AI is useful for certain things like saving money and whatnot. Getting creative stuff out there, like rough ideas or story beats, like I'll probably use for AI, right? Not for serious work, but these enterprises, they want to use everything that they have at their disposal for serious work, and then use every excuse to lay people off, but pay more money for AI development. It's nonsense. But anyway, aside from that, there's the increased cost of tariffs that went up and down early in the year, and Trump doesn't want anyone giving out tariff refunds in a sense. So we're kind of stuck here in a way. Yeah, this is really unfortunate. But I have to say, I can't pretend that this device was going to be the saving grace, I suppose, of PCs, right? It's not super powerful. It's 6 times more powerful than Steam Deck. But it's like, aside from memory and the controller, which is a really cool controller, I'll probably just get the controller by itself when I find it on the shelf. But anyway, it's not like a groundbreaking leap in technology. It's not like PS5 Pro or anything of the sort. It just have like 8 gigabytes of, what is it, DDR6 of memory, and then you have the 2 terabyte some type of processor. It's tiny enough to fit in a cube, and a decent enough fan, and that's pretty much it. I'm not sure about the CPU, but Yeah, you have more cores than the CPU found in the Steam Deck OLED. Man, it doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter. That it doesn't matter what that spec sheet says, because I personally am still stuck on the $1,000 price mark. And yes, it's not up to Steam, right? They have to make their margins, they have to make their dividends for the year, and they have to manufacture these things. And it wasn't meant to be kind of like a hardcore competitive to anyone else out there making PCs or pre-built PCs. There's pretty much like you want a PC, you don't have to spend all this money for those things over here that they have. You can just get your foot in the door. Essentially what I would describe it is like you have the console. It's a console hybrid, PC hybrid. You have the features and the conveniences of a console packaged into a PC, and it's $1,049 starting without the controller. So is this going to be a trend nowadays? I heard Asus Sharma talking about selling the future console for Xbox, Project Helix. Are they going to ship the console without the controller? They'll be paying very, very close attention to Steam, because it will be foolish to ignore Steam. Like, hello, you're selling something without the controller. I ain't going to force the customer to spend more with the controller. It is not a pro controller, right? So I'll have more of an issue with Xbox because it's not a pro controller than I would with Valve selling the PC, the Steam machine, without the controller. Because the controller, well, it's a nice to have. However, it does share some economic features with the Steam machine. It is ideal to get it, but it's almost $100 more to get it. So I might as well, hey, if I can boot up the Steam machine without the controller, get it later on, with just an Xbox or something, if I can program it that way, then okay, I understand what we're trying to do now. It's like that sort of thing. I hope it's not locked to the controller, in which you can only boot up the PC wirelessly with just the Steam controller. I hope it's not like that. I really do. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna get back to writing and then I'll show you guys my journey and all of that stuff, writing the shorts and my fundamentals on that. But I'll see you guys later. Be sure to leave a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. See you later.